Agile and DevOps are two of the most important steps in the evolution of software development. Both Agile and DevOps enable good communication in the team, and also they enable good feedback through automation. If that's the case, what's the difference between Agile and DevOps? Let's first take a step back and think about what are the most important parts of software development. Number one, to develop good software, we realize that communication is very, very important. And number two, we realize that getting quick feedback on anything we do during the software development lifecycle is very, very important. And that's where automation can play a key role. Now, think about what are the different aspects related to communication, feedback, and automation that we focused on during Agile and DevOps. During Agile, what we did was we brought the dev team, the test team, and the business analyst team together. So we brought the business team and the dev team together. And in DevOps, we added ops also into the mix. So you can see that Agile was the first step and DevOps was the second step, where we brought even the ops together. The second aspect we'd want to talk about are feedback and automation. How do you get quick feedback? You'd want to iterate fast. And that's what Agile did. With Agile, we started developing software in small iterations. We call this sprints or whatever you call it based on your Agile methodology. But we started developing software and we started demoing to business very, very frequently. And this enabled us to get quick feedback. If the business does not like what we are building, they will let us know very, very quickly. They don't need to wait for 6 months to tell us that something we built is not something they want. The second aspect which we focused on a lot during Agile was extreme programming. We brought things like test-driven development, behavior-driven development. We focused on things like unit testing. And we started integrating our unit tests into a continuous integration lifecycle. So if I committed a piece of code which caused a unit test failure, I would immediately know. We also did static analysis of code. So Agile focused on iteration and bringing some elements of extreme programming into the software development lifecycle. On the other hand, DevOps took it to the next level. With DevOps, we also focus on infrastructure as code. How do you automate the provisioning of infrastructure? And DevOps also focused on observability. How do you understand what's happening in production? How do you proactively solve problems? So Agile focused on extreme programming practices, iteration, continuous integration, and DevOps added in infrastructure as code and also observability into the mix. So as you can see in here, Agile and DevOps are just the steps we are taking to improve how we build software. Agile was the first step where we started iterating a lot, and DevOps took it to the next level with respect to feedback and automation.